Welcome to the Queen of Pep Talks podcast. I am the Queen of Pep Talks, Jessica Battle, founder and CEO of the JJXO brand, where I coach, speak, and influence women to improve their mindsets so they can become happier, healthier, and more successful than ever before. I am obsessed with helping women create the unwavering ability to believe in themselves in order to achieve a life beyond their wildest dreams. Each week, I'll bring you a series of pep talks that will encourage you to break through your own limiting beliefs and help you develop the mindset that will allow you to show up in your life to the best of your ability. If you're looking to lose your own bullshit excuses, get out of your own way, and grow into your infinite potential, well then, you're in the right place. Are you with me? Let's dive in. Hello, my love, and welcome back to another episode of the Queen of Pep Talks podcast. Happy Wednesday. I hope that your day is off to the most fantastic start. I have to start this episode by saying thank you guys so much for being the best community in the world. The hype and excitement around the rebrand of the Queen of Pep Talks podcast just has me over the moon excited. I am so happy with it. I am so excited about it. And I am so grateful for every single one of you who has taken the time to share your excitement in this with me. I know now that we are up to 5 episodes a week on the Queen of Pep Talks podcast, it literally feels like, especially if you're a daily listener, I am a part of your life with you. And I know for me, the podcasts that I tune into and the people who I connect with every day, I know how special that relationship is. I just want to say thank you for allowing me to be a person who you care to plug into and connect with on a daily basis. It means the absolute world to me. I am flying solo on a JJXO episode this week because we have an incredible guest again on Friday's episode. So today I'm just very quickly going to talk to you about the upcoming offers and things that are happening in my world, one of them starting today. So if you are listening to this the day that this episode airs, there is an offer that you should be jumping into today. But before we jump into offers and ways that you can work with me, I want to just give a little bit of permission, I guess, to you guys, especially those of you who are coaches and entrepreneurs and any other business that you might have or anything else in your life that you're working towards. This is applicable for everything. I want to remind you that not every season of your life is going to be a season of growth. We, especially if you're a success-minded person, if you're a high achiever, if you're always looking for growth and more and what's next, and there's this craving for getting to the next level in your life, I see that, I feel you, I understand that very deeply, but I also know that it doesn't make sense for us to always be in a season of growth. If you're in a season of your life right now that it feels like you're not really craving growth and you're just craving like chilling and relaxing for a little bit and maybe not taking things up a notch and instead just enjoying the fruits of your labor, like it is not wrong for you to want to enjoy what you have worked so hard to create. And sometimes the reality is when we're in a season that is a growth season or is a season where we're working extra hard, that can sometimes impact the amount of time that we have to actually enjoy what we've created. And I share this because I'm feeling it and experiencing it right now where I'm working more than ever and doing more than ever. It means that my level of play, my level of fun, my level of socializing, my level of disconnecting has been impacted. And I don't want to live my entire life in a season of growth where I'm hustling so hard that I'm not actually getting to enjoy the fruits of my labor. If you have been working really hard to improve your life, improve your mindset, improve your relationship with food, improve your body, improve your business, grow, that's fine and that's amazing, but it's also okay for you to give yourself the permission to say, I'm not focused on growth right now. I'm focused on enjoying what's here and now. And I say permission because the last thing you want to be doing is deciding I'm not in a season of growth and deciding that I'm going to be in this position in my life where I'm not pushing myself for more, but the entire time you're guilt tripping yourself and making yourself feel bad because you're not in a season of growth. And it can be easy to do that. This is something that I experienced last year. I didn't feel in alignment with really pushing myself beyond what I was already doing. And that was okay for me. But at the same time, I was looking at other people and seeing them showing up and pushing themselves had a way of making me feel bad about myself. And I was like, oh, am I not doing enough? Am I not showing up the way I should be? Am I not blah, 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 blah? All of the stories that we create about ourselves based off of the way that other people are showing up for themselves. A reminder: what other people are doing in this season of their life is not necessarily what is best for you in this season of your life. Okay, so if you're in a season right now where it feels good to lay back, where it feels good to chill, where it feels good to not push yourself, that gets to be okay. We cannot always be growing and stretching ourselves because we're just going to burn out. We're going to be like, oh my God, this is exhausting. I have no time for fun. I have no time for socializing. I have no time for the things beyond my own growth and personal development. And that's not a way to live your life. There are seasons for a reason. Be willing to ebb and flow with the seasons. Be in this season, whatever this season is for you, and be in it because you want to be in it. If you don't want to be in it and you want something different for yourself, you have that choice to go after something different for yourself. Okay. So let's quickly talk about the opportunities that are available for you right now, today, and in the upcoming weeks to come closer into my world if you are desiring mentorship with me. First of all, we have 2022 Recapped, which is beginning tonight at 6:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I am literally so freaking excited. I have worked through all of the outlines for days 1, 2, 3, and 4. Day 5 is going to be an Ask Me Anything. There are so many lessons. I think like 45 to 50 lessons that I have extracted from the year of 2022 that are going to powerfully impact you and your life and the way that you show up for yourself. One of the benefits of coaching is literally learning from the person who has gone through the things first. Inside of 2022 Recapped, I'm going to share with you everything that I did in 2022 that impacted me in a positive way and or in a negative way. And like I said, 2022 was a year of a lot of struggle for me, a lot of comparison, a lot of lack of clarity. Of course, I was successful, multiple 6 figures, bigger podcast downloads than ever before, 2 speaking engagements, invited to speak on Kale Lowry's podcast. So many incredible things happened in my business, but there were a lot of ups and downs. And inside of 2022 Recapped, I'm going to share the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between with you. Link to join us is in the show notes of this episode if you desire to jump in. We are not going to be closing the doors, but I'm probably not going to sell this much after it's over. It's definitely not going to be a course that is put on insane savings like I do with many of my masterclasses. So if you're wanting to experience this, it is going to be so powerful. I would highly recommend that you jump in. The next thing that I want to share with you is the first masterclass of 2023. I am so excited for this. I was actually reflecting this morning. I was busy around the house and I was sucked into work, and then I was cleaning, and then I was running errands, and it was about noon. My mind started trying to tell me, oh, Jessica, you can skip your workout today. It's not that big of a deal. Yesterday was my planned rest day, so I didn't work out. And it's so easy for one day to turn into 2, turns into 3, turns into 5, turns into a week. My mind was telling me this morning, no, Jessica, you don't have to work out. It's okay. You can just get back to it tomorrow. In that moment, I felt so grateful that I, Jessica, have the ability to override the bullshit stories that my mind is trying to create for me. And when you are able to overcome and smash through these limiting beliefs that are trying to hold you back from creating the success that you want in your life, when you have the ability to release those, overcome those ways of thinking, and create new thought patterns for yourself that are in alignment with you getting what you want in your life, your success is going to be inevitable. I am here because of my mindset. The reason that I am as successful as I am is because of the way that I think about myself, the way that I think about challenges, the way that I think about growth, the way that I think about success. And inside of this masterclass, I am going to teach you how to reframe and break through any limiting belief that is trying to hold you back from creating the success that you want in your life, in your business, in anything that you are going after. The mind is the mind. It is applicable and powerful for every single thing that you're experiencing and going through. $44 price is going up on January 23rd. And for the first 55 women who join, you're getting an insane bonus that you will not find out about until after you have registered. Link to join that masterclass is also in the show notes of this episode. The next thing I want to share with you is the total package. I have been having so many beautiful conversations with women in my world who are desiring to step into higher level, longer term mentorship with me. And I'm just so very excited for that. The total package is my 3-month high level mastermind for the coach and or aspiring coach who desires to learn not just the strategy, but also the mindset, the embodiment, and the leadership of being a woman who can create and hold a 6-figure and multiple 6-figure coaching business. Access to 60 plus trainings along with accompanying workbooks where I will teach you everything that you need to know about building a successful coaching business, from as basic as niche, ideal client, and even creating content on Instagram, all the way through scaling, creating a really powerful product suite for your clients, and developing a really intentional client journey so that when clients come into your world, they're not just coming in, they have the opportunity to stay in. People who have bought from you are more likely to buy from you again. It is very easy to keep new people in your world. When I started really scaling, it was less about bringing new people in, and it was more about keeping the people who were already invested in my space. And when you have a really intentional product suite and a really intentional client journey, you're able to do that for your clients as well. Inside of the total package, you get access to all of those trainings, the accompanying workbooks, weekly Zoom calls for personalized coaching and support, and sisterhood and community building, and Voxer access between calls, so that anytime you're going through something in your life, in your business, you have access to coming in and having a conversation with me about it. I've shared many times, but I believe that I have really set myself apart from other business coaches because I deeply care about the entire human behind the business. Clearly, I know what it takes to build a massive, well-known brand. I have done that on social media. I have done that on my podcast. I know what it takes to brand myself, and I can help you brand yourself too. I know the strategy to creating an intentional product suite, to getting my clients results. I know how to run a business, and I know how to help you learn how to run a really successful business. But I also am a powerful mindset and life coach who will help you as a human behind the scenes in your business, because your mind will try to hold you back from even implementing the things that you're learning in the strategy. So if you are just taking courses on strategy where you don't have a coach to have conversations with, who is going to be there to support you in implementing when your mind tries to convince you, this is too scary, I'm not ready, nobody wants this, I suck, nobody is buying, whatever it is that's coming up for you, who is going to be there to support you through it? Inside of the total package, I literally give you the total package. We are opening doors to our Voxer group chat on Sunday, January 29th. I hope that if you have been considering this, you will take this as a sign to jump in. I know that it is scary to make big investments in yourself, in your business, but at the same time, this is a business. If you're not willing to invest in your business, where do you think it's going to go? You have to be willing to invest in yourself, in your growth as a human, and in learning what it takes to actually be successful in your business. Can you do it alone? Sure, of course. I'm sure you can figure it out. You're smart and intelligent. Would you want to do it alone? If your answer is yes, I'm not sure why that is your answer. I would never want to be on this journey by myself. And since the day I hired a coach, I have not gone a day without a coach. Okay. If you're interested in the total package, feel free to send me a DM on Instagram. I want to make sure that you're a good fit for this space, that you understand what you are joining, and I am a good coach for you and you are a good client for me inside of this space. Okay, so I will chat with you on Instagram if you're interested in that. The final thing I want to share with you guys is we have the podcast course coming up at the end of Q1. I have not scheduled the exact date on when this will be taking place, but I do know that podcasting with the Queen is going to be powerful AF for the woman who wants to learn how to start her podcast, grow her podcast, scale her podcast, market her podcast, make money from her podcast. I'm going to be teaching you all of that inside of podcasting with the Queen. I don't even know what the structure of the course is going to be yet, but I do know that you should be a part of it if you're desiring to start, grow, scale, or build your podcast in 2023. It is going to be so good. The podcast for me is going to be one of the places where I grow drastically in 2023 and in 2024. There is a Queen of Pep Talks podcast tour coming. Yes, you heard that right. TOUR. And I am so excited. It is going to be absolutely amazing. In 2024, we are going to be out on the road with the podcast. I don't know what it's going to look like yet, but I do know that when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. So stick around to see it happen, or don't. That gets to be okay too. If you desire to join the podcasting course, I will put the link of that in the show notes of this episode. Okay. I think that is it. I love you guys so much. You mean the absolute world to me. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for celebrating my accomplishments with me. So many of you have been here for so long and watched me grow and change and transform and try new things and be successful and fail before you. And I'm just so grateful for all of it. And if you are new to my world, I hope that you will stick around long enough to continue to watch me grow and change and transform and succeed and fail right before you, because my job is to share everything that I go through for the betterment of you. And that is what I'm going to continue to do. Okay. I love you very, very much. And I will talk to you on the next episode of the Queen of Pep Talks podcast. See you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. If you were inspired by today's pep talk, be sure to share it with me by leaving a rating and review on iTunes so I can keep the encouragement coming your way. I hope you know that your support in helping me grow the podcast this year, it means so much to me. If we aren't already connected on social media, head over to Join Jessica XO on Instagram or join the Join Jessica XO free Facebook community for even more content that will inspire you to show up in your life to the best of your ability. Make sure you check out the show notes of today's episode for links to freebies, upcoming opportunities to work with me, and ways that we can stay connected outside of the podcast. I love you so much, and I cannot wait to chat with you on the next episode of the Queen of Pep Talks podcast. In the meantime, go fuck this day up in the best way possible.